everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm filming a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. I was inspired by this picture by CM1 Studio. This is the eye look. It's just a super warm, sunset-y type of look with a pop of blue on the waterline, and I'm obsessed with it. Super springy and warm and glowy, which is what I'm all about. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. First, I'm going to use the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist all over my face. I'm just going to put the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base all over. I'm going to put the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer all over my eyes to use as a base. I'm just going to set it with some white eyeshadow. The 350 matte to start. And we're just going to go kind of right in the crease and down on the outer corner, just back and forth to get some color down. And I'm just using these two shadows mixed together. Then we're going to take this color, just a little bit, and put that right on top. And we're just going to keep layering on until we get as warm and dark as we want it to be. Then we are going to switch to a smaller brush, and I'm going to pick up this color right here, a little bit darker, and just keep that more so like right in the crease, right in the fold there, and doing the same thing on the outer V, just to deepen up right down a little bit closer to the lid. Just keeping it right in the center there. The other colors, and down to the corner. And then we're just going to kind of go back and forth and blend it out. You don't want to take this any higher because it's going to kind of darken up the top area there. Okay, then we're going to go back in with the first brush, the bigger, fluffier brush, and just kind of go over everything. Make sure it's all smooth. I'm going to pick up this color here to just kind of go over the edges. So it kind of goes from the dark orange out to the lighter orange. I'm going to take this bottom color here, it's a little more red orange, and just go back into the outer V again just to kind of warm everything back up that may have been lost when we blended all that out. And then again, just going back in with the first brush to make sure it's all smooth. Now for the lid color, I'm going to use 350 and take this top gold color here on a flat brush and just kind of lay this down as a base because we're going to go back over it. I'm going to spray my brush with that dewy skin mist I used on my face to just wet the brush, and then go back into that same color and pack it back on top, and it's just going to make it so much brighter. Then I'm going to take this color, which is just a little bit lighter of a gold, and pack that right in the center just for a nice pop in the middle. And then I'm going to go back in with that smaller brush we were using in the crease and just kind of go over top so that there are no harsh lines between the gold and the crease color. I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to use the Ardell Demis. I'm just going to sit this on and see how much I need to trim off the edge. I'm just going to use this Duo brush on glue. I just got it. I've never used it. So hopefully it'll work. Because I don't like the squeezy tubes. They're annoying. And we're just going to wait like 45 seconds for this to get sticky. Because if you put it on like this, it's just going to fall all over the place and you're going to get glue everywhere. So wait till it gets sticky, and once you place it down, you can move it around a little bit and get it where you need it to be. So I'm just going to take my tweezers and grab the lash like on the fluffy part and just kind of sit it down in the middle. Lashes are on. I'm going to use Benefit Porefessional, like the babyest size. And I'm only going to put that like right around my nose in my T-zone area where my pores are large, but I don't want to put it everywhere because I don't want my whole face to be matte, and this makes me pretty matte. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glo in either 203 or 204, I don't know. And I'm just gonna dot that over my cheek. Okay, get out of the way. And then take my damp beauty blender, which is disgusting, and just pounce it in. And then just slightly onto my neck. And it matches my neck like really well. And just make a double chin if you want to make sure it's blended. And then after I have my face covered, I just go over it. Like, I don't have anything extra on the beauty blender. I just like to pat over everything to soak up any extra. And then I'm going to take the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Creme Brulee and put this under my eyes. Just a nice triangle under the eyes, on my chin, Cupid's bow, just a little bit down my nose, and then on the forehead, just to brighten it all up. And blend it in with the beauty blender. And I'm just pushing it in, like don't swipe it around, just push in. Like that's why I draw the triangle with the concealer, because that's exactly where I want it, and then I'm just pushing it into my face with the beauty blender. I don't want to move it around, I just want to push it in right where it is. And then I'll turn my beauty blender over and go over the edges, and then just kind of go back over it again. And make sure you get into this inner corner here, because that can always end up bare, and you don't want it to be like, it's always, mine is really like purpley blue in there. So I just try to make sure I have it all the way in there, because I do not want that to be just an area with no makeup on it. I'm going to use my Ben Nye Neutral Set Powder, and I just dump some out and dip my beauty blender into it and just pack this on. Just to bake a little bit under the eyes. And then I'll just kind of gently, like I haven't picked up anything extra, like I'm just using what was left over from doing under my eyes to set the T-zone where we had all the other concealer. And then just literally with whatever is left, I go over it my whole face, because I don't like to set my whole face because I'm so dry. So I just use what's left on this. I'm just going to use this Morphe E48 to dust off really lightly whatever is left. And now that that's done, I'm going to use my setting spray. It's just this Wet n Wild. I just bought it at Home Me Over. I don't really like it that much, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to set what we've done on the face so far to kind of lock in the foundation and concealer and the powder. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. And I'm just going to use the spoolie to kind of brush through them first. My eyebrows are atrocious right now. Oh well, it's fine. And then I'm just going to gently fill them in, and just using like literally the lightest hand ever. and just start to fill in the bottom. And then after I kind of have the bottom line on, I'll just start like out at the tail and get the shape of it. Just using like short strokes, like you don't want to just draw a line of eyebrow. You just want to kind of make small hair-like strokes through it. And then I'm just kind of making the shape of the outer edge here where it's not so full. And then at the front, I'll just kind of barely go through the bottom and then draw up this way because the hairs grow this way up here. Just super duper light. And then I'm just going to take the spoolie again and go through mainly the front and just kind of brush upward because you don't want to see any of those lines there, and then just kind of go through the end. I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer, which is just down here in the corner of this little palette. And I'm going to try this Morphe M401, like a tulip shaped brush. Let's see, I've never used this, so I'm just going to kind of carve my cheeks out a little bit. I'm going to use Matte Give Me Sun and this big Morphe M527 brush and just warm everything up and kind of go over top of where we just did that contour, but not being so precise. I'm going to use MAC Melba, just like a matte-ish basic blush. I don't want anything too crazy since the eyes are pretty dramatic, and I'm going to use the Morphe E4 and just put that on my cheeks. And then I'm just going to use this Morphe MB1 to kind of blend everything in and make sure it's all smooth and blended together. And I don't have anything on it, I'm just going over everything. I'm going to try this Anastasia Creme color in Ice Blue. I am going to go back in with this brush that we used just to kind of smoke out the outer corner. And I'm going to go in with the same like oranges and reds and browns we used on the top and just kind of like connect all this together. I'm going to use like a small like smudgy flat brush and try this to get it real close to the lash line, because I don't want any gap between the blue and a red. And I'm going to use this double-ended, I don't even know what it is, brush just to kind of smoke out the bottom with some of the more orangey colors and yellow colors like we have, just to go from like the dark to the light. Same on the bottom, from the blue to the dark to the light. And just kind of pull it out here to where we have it on the outer corner to blend it all in. I am going to highlight my brow bone. I'm just going to take like a matte white just to kind of bring the brow bone up and highlight it a little bit. For highlight on my cheekbones, I'm going to use the Anastasia Guerriero Glow Kit in Glow Getter, this bottom middle goldy shade. I'm just going to use this Morphe fan brush, the M310, and just kind of tap in here gently and put it right at the top of the cheeks. I'm going to take the Morphe M510 in the same color and put it on my Cupid's bow, chin, and down the nose just a little bit. I am going to set all of this in place with this Tatcha again and cover my eyes because it's oily. for lips, I'm going to use the Milani Nude Cream Lipstick. Some of this NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair on top, just to give a little bit of gloss. Okay, maybe I'm not. There we go. And then I'm just going to throw some mascara on my bottom lashes, and we will be all finished.